it's the more you know about XRP and the XRPL, right? Um, but what will drive demand more than anything is the utility, guys, and things like scalability. All right, let's get into it.
Rights, or ESDRs, electronic standard drawing rights, ideas, and a possible new architecture for international liquidity and settlement, sometimes described as a new Bretton Woods for the digital era. So now that you have the context, let's play the clip.
The DTCC builds their own token or a basket of assets that they could utilize. I don't think they'll use USDC, but they could maybe go the RLUSD route, as a stablecoin, a dollar-backed stablecoin. They need a decentralized asset like XRP to go in this direction.
Yeah, you need something decentralized, and you need something with the liquidity.
Yeah.
And again, like the DTCC, a lot of people don't realize, but they probably answer to the DTs to the BIS and to the Federal Reserve. I mean, it's all the same people: IMF, BIS, DTCC. So they've all agreed a long time ago that they need a neutral bridge currency. They need a new Bretton Woods, which is what's called the Bretton Woods 3 or the digital Bretton Woods. They talk about in a very subtle way. You see all the major think tanks around the world, the central bank think tanks and the global economic think tanks that work for the central bankers. They all talk about a Bretton Woods agreement, a new Bretton Woods. And so they've all agreed a long time that we need a new Bretton Woods, a new neutral bridge currency that nobody controls. And so every government can agree to it. And it fixes the Triffin's dilemma, which is the issue of all the different central banks and governments, countries being forced to hold the sovereign currency of another nation to do its settlement, because that's
what do they call them, bilateral swaps or something?
It's a big mess because the country, like for example, the U.S. right now, because the U.S., because their U.S. dollar is being used as a global reserve currency, they have to run trade deficits to supply the world with liquidity with U.S. dollars. Otherwise, the whole global trade slows down. The whole economy slows down. So that's what we call the Triffin's dilemma.
What would you say, though, when you look at, because some people would argue this, and that is that Ethereum has a scaling solution. If ETH gets fast enough and cheap enough, especially on whether it's on ETH itself or on the L2s, is it a better integration? Does it potentially have the capacity to capture institutional settlement? Do you think it could do it in comparison?
No, in my opinion, it's just because it's not purposely built as a bridge asset.
For this, yeah.
It's not built to move. Like, for example, I would like somebody from the Ethereum network, their foundation, show me where you can say, I want to pay my supplier over there. He wants yens, and I'm going to send him euro. And automatically,
we had a conversation with the ETH Foundation about this very point. I don't even think they are trying to claim that's the future of where it's going.
It's not their goal. It's not their goal. And even Vitalik Buterin said we're not the internal value, because again, like you have to, with Ripple, you send a payment, you send a certain currency, and the recipient receives whatever currency they want at the other end. The protocol and the pathfinding and the multi-hop and everything that they've built automatically does it. There's no other blockchain that does this. And this is what some of the other communities, other blockchains that think
they get lost.
They're not getting that in their head at all.
All right.